Hello everybody, let's make it better, and today we're doing What If Deku Had Nightmares Part 16. Let's get back into the story. I'm already driving to my area, so it's going to be a lot shorter than usual, mostly because I'm fucking late. Unexpectedly late. But anyway, let's get back to the story. When Zuko... Let's have the playing field. Zuko has a broken finger, but he's not saying anything. Remembering what the guy told him. And Shinso is surprised that he got out of the brainwash, but also curious about all the black stuff scattered all over the stadium. Zuko turns back around and looks straight at Shinso and starts running towards him, not using any quirks. Shinso keeps talking more shit, but this time only to Zuko by his standards, on why is his quirk so great and such annoying at having a flashy quirk and such. Zuko, not answering any of this, grabbed on Shinso himself and flipped him over, made him crash down on his back. And when Shinso got up, Deku gave him 1% punch straight on the guts, pushing him over to the other side and passing the line. After that, Zuko was planning to leave earlier, quickly, when everything was done. But Shinso keeps asking more questions, especially the ones that Zuko was getting annoyed of. Zuko looks over to him. If you want the answers, just read up the report. It should be out of a certain vigilante's name and where he was found. And I'm not saying anything else. Shinso was a little curious because he has heard of it somewhat, but never really cared for it. And he says he's a part of it? How? Did he help with it? With the capture? So Shinso looks it over. And this is after the match and after he got looked over by a recovery girl. He's looking, and learning that they found a kid in this vigilante's hideout. But it seems more, and it keeps showing more and more details, that this kid was there for most of his life and was somewhat rescued, but also the cause of certain things. They're not putting in details, but Shinso can put this together that he was a part of that life. Shinso said, "Oh shit, I fucked up." And well, he kind of wants to say sorry, but he doesn't know how or where he is right now. Moving over to Deku, everybody's congratulating him on his first pass. Well, mostly everybody. Now Zuko's just waiting there for everybody else's fights. There's all the same when Kaminari loses his fight and gets back up. After a while, Zuko asked him, well, Kaminari asked Zuko if there was any other ways of fighting against her. And Zuko said, if you were able to, like, shot into her vines, hair, that very quick, it could have worked, but I think that's the only thing I can think of. Everything else would have been over just like how you did. So yeah, you basically did the perfect challenge, or perfect plan, I guess. And then the next one, Todoroki versus, oh fuck, I forgot his name. Zero. Zero looks at everybody and then looks at Zuko and said, hey, well, you gave it your best. And everybody kind of says, yeah, good luck though. It's Zero, not given any other choice. Said, fine, I'll lose on purpose. Yeah, Zuko said, yeah, you're gonna lose on purpose. Now moving over, showing the huge ice. Everybody was more focused on the fight, so no one saw how Todoroki was walking through. But Zuko did. And he saw that Todoroki was more angry than before. So, that was a little snippet. And Zuko was wondering what would have caused him to be that angry. He got off of his seat and went over and tried to check. Well, first Zero, because, well, Zero got froze over 100 times. But he's good. He's just a little sick right now. But Zuko looks over and asks about Todoroki. As Todoroki never came in, Three Clever Girl says. Zuko looks around and can't find him. So when he gets back to his seat, Todoroki is right there. And Zuko put his hands on his shoulder and asked him, what was that? Todoroki just looks over, just looked straight and said, it was a match. I fought, I won, that's it. Zuko said, okay. He's thinking on what could have caused such a dramatic. He was somewhat serious, but he made sure he do some jokes where even Todoroki can understand. Now, the next fight is Bakugo versus Uraraka. Zuko looks over and see how Uraraka is doing, and she is very nervous. But after she slapped her face and said, okay, I'm ready, Zuko wants to say something to help her, encourage her, but he can't think of anything. But he did think of something that would help. So he put down on his notebook on the first plan and only plan that he can think will work for her. With all of her skill-based, skills, this is the only thing she can do. Everything else she needs to have training and, fighting experience. When Bakugo start fighting against her, Of course, everybody was booing, but Zuko did not see it. He actually saw Bakugo actually fighting against her as an equal, so it's actually fair. I mean, it's brutal, but it's fair. So he's not saying anything about that. When the fight was over and Recovery Girl healed up Araka from the damage, as well as Bakugo, in the nurse's office, Araka was about to leave, but Bakugo stopped her and said, "Hey, pink cheeks." Araka looks over to Bakugo, and Bakugo said, "That was a good fight." And Araka kind of smiles, said, "Thanks." And she leaves. She goes into one room, and she's kind of like sitting there quietly, not saying anything right now. And then she heard a knock, and someone walked in. It was Zuko. Zuko asked her if she's okay, and she says, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I just lost to a fight." And Zuko said, that was a stupid question. And I'm going to stop it at this point. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.